In the final game, on Black's 54th move, Gukesh played the assertive King e5. What would you play as white for Ding? Count to 3, 3, 2, 1. If you play Rook back to a4, bingo, you are a perfect defender. However, Ding played Rook f2, double question mark. A huge blunder. Gukesh paused, Gukesh stared at the board, Gukesh found the sequence of moves, and after that, instantly, he took Rook takes f2, Bishop d5, Bishop d5 is forced, Bishop takes d5 is forced, King takes d5, King e3, but alas, King e5, Black wins the opposition. And in this game, Ding resigned, and Gukesh officially became the 18th World Chess Champion. So what can happen, right? This is White's turn to move, right? If this is Black's turn to move, the game can be drawn, right? However, this is White's turn to move. So if White can come here, for instance, right? King d3, right? Taking control of d4. However, Black has f4, f4, f4 simply wings. Okay, if you take easy wing, right? Easy wing. So White has to go back, give a check, right? I think a human player would just go to f2. And in this situation, you wing the opposition diagonally, right? King f1, actually any moves wing, all right? Even like King d3, right? Gaining the diagonal opposition. King d2, right? King d2, King d1. And now King f1, you have to give up the pawn, right? Give up the pawn and then go back to d3, right? If King f1 again, right? King e3, and that will gain grounds on the king side, the tiny little square, right? From h1 all the way until f3. And then you can go there, King e1, King e2, go back, and then King f3, yeah. King f2, the final opposition. King takes g3, and after that, after King g1, yeah, no matter what White does, right? If we go back to h1, right? I just push the pawn, and that's because White loses the opposition after g2, right? Black wins, right? And Black gains a queen, and this should be a smooth sailing win, no matter what Black does, right? So for grandmasters, for beginners, only a beginner, right? A true beginner can lose this position. But for anybody who is not a beginner and upwards, anybody can win this game, right? Yeah, this is a basic king and queen endgame versus a bear king. All right, so that's how things go, right? Yeah. So the only thing that everyone need to take note of, just want to go back, right? You got to ditch the pawn. As Black, you got to know when to ditch the pawn. So ditching the pawn in this situation is good, right? There's also another way. Let's say King G1, for instance, right? Yeah. So in this situation, yeah, this is situation you will win, right? In this situation, this is a very, very easy win. Okay, let's say here, yeah. So come here. Let's say King E1, right? Again, I mean, this is just a win for Black. All right. Very, very straightforward. Very, very straightforward. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. All roads lead to Rome. This is too easy, right? This is too easy. Yeah. Inexplicable blunder. All right, so this is it, right? This is a very anticlimactic end to our 2024 World Chess Championship. Gukesh now has officially become the youngest World Chess Championship in history after Garry Kasparov. He will have a bright future ahead, and time will tell whether he will rise his ranking to world number 2 or potentially to world number 1 after Magnus Carlsen. I hope that he will have a bright future ahead. And on behalf of the Singaporean Chess Federation, I give my sincere thanks to the organizers and to India